All right, how you guys doing? Y'all good?
Yes, sir.
Let me see if y'all remember it. All gas?
No break.
All gas?
No break.
Man, listen, it feels good to be back in the locker room, doesn't it? Feels good to be back in the locker room. The summer was the summer, but man, to be back in the locker room before the first game of the season, how does it feel? Oh, come on, how does it feel? Good. How does it feel? Good. All right, I like that. Listen, I read a quote that said, we overestimate what we can do in 5 years, and we underestimate what we can do in 1 year. The truth behind both of those statements is, what are you doing right now? What are you doing right now in life, in the season, at school, wherever you are? What are you doing right now with your time, your effort, and your energy? Your energy. The Bible, 1 Corinthians 15:58, I'll give you a little bit of that. This guy named Paul. Paul was writing to this church at Corinth. He gave them this statement. It's the last verse of this chapter, 1 Corinthians 15. He says, be steadfast, immovable, always abounding in the work of the Lord, knowing that your labor is not in vain. You're like, okay, I hear you, Minister Will. What's all this scripture stuff about? Let me get it to make sense for you. The first thing he says is be steadfast. I like that. Be steadfast. He says be because he's not talking about the past or the future. Understand, gentlemen, last year was last year. Yesterday was yesterday. 5 minutes ago was 5 minutes ago. What matters most is right now. He says be steadfast. He says wherever you are, I've heard this before, be all there. For 4 quarters, 4 12-minute quarters, for roughly 120 minutes, all you have to do is be. You know we're called to be human beings. That means that wherever you are, you must be all there. Paul tells them, be steadfast. He says, don't think about what you have to do. Don't worry about what's next. He said, what matters most is that you be steadfast. Gentlemen, I want to challenge you in life, wherever you are, be all there. No one likes, everybody get annoyed, you talking to somebody and they doing this the whole time on their cell phone? That never happens to anybody? Are you sitting there, you want to have a conversation and they're more concerned about something else instead of what matters? Listen, when you get on the field today, nothing else matters. You must be all there. He says, be steadfast. Then he says immovable. I like that. Immovable means that you are rooted and that you're grounded. Understand this, gentlemen, that this team is rooted in the truth. I heard Coach when I was talking outside, he said it's no excuses. He says we are the standard. That when you say you're the standard, that means that you understand what is the truth and nothing else matters. Everyone has something to say. Mike Tyson said, everyone has something to say until you get punched in the mouth. The truth is, there's a standard when it comes to martial football. He says be immovable. It doesn't matter what people say. It doesn't matter what people think. What matters is what you do. Make your effort greater than your enthusiasm. Who are you, martial football? Are you the standard? Then act like it. If you're the truth, then be it. What's understood doesn't have to be explained. And if you are the standard, I saw the charts where it had the number 1 through whatever, and I saw where Marshall was. If that's what it says, then live up to it. Be immovable. Here's the last thing, and I'm almost done. He says, be steadfast, immovable. And then it says, always abounding in the work of the Lord, knowing that your labor is not in vain. Your labor. You know, there's a difference between work and labor. Some of you all, we go to work, because we're just trying to do work. But labor means intense effort. I like that, intense effort. Here's where I want to see. Eric Thomas said this, that energy costs. Energy costs. For you to turn the light on, it costs money for the lights to come on. For you to use your cell phone, it costs for you to use your cell phone. For you to use your laptop, it costs to do that. Don't you realize that there are people, activities, and feelings that are taking from your energy and they don't care what it costs you? Anxiety doesn't care that you're tired after it's wore you out. Worry doesn't care that you're tired after it's wore you out. And anger does not care that it's taken all of your energy. And even the person that you argued with for more time than you should have, and they've extrapolated all the energy within you, and they've walked away, they don't care that you're tired after that argument. But you must be cognizant and conscious of where you give your energy, gentlemen. Because if you realize that you should get a reward, nobody goes to work and goes, I hope I get a check today. You didn't spend hours in the summer going, well, maybe I'll play football this year. You didn't go from elementary, Pop Warner, all the different leagues to get to varsity football at Marshall High School not to get a reward for your effort. Understand that if you put forth the energy, you must get a reward for it. Energy costs, gentlemen. And are you giving your energy away? Are you giving your energy into places that you're not getting anything from it? Are you wasting your energy, and when it's time to use it, you don't have it? Trust me, gentlemen, make your energy worth the effort that you're getting back from it. That's my one challenge for you today. He said, be steadfast. Understand that you must be where you are. He says, be immovable. Are you the standard that people say you are? And then the last one, make your energy, watch this, give your energy into places where you're going to get a reward for it. Because energy costs, gentlemen. It costs. And if I'm going to give you my energy, you're going to pay me for this. Nobody goes to work and says, I hope they pay me. No, if I go to work, I better get paid. When you step on that field, you better get paid. When you throw that ball, you better get paid. When you catch that ball, you better get paid. And when the clock is done, you want to look that you've clocked in and you got paid for the effort that you put in. Does that make sense, gentlemen? Get paid today, gentlemen. Don't put your energy into anything that does not give you a return. Because there's something that wants your energy and will give you nothing for it. And last time I checked, I don't put effort into stuff that's not going to give me anything back from it. Today, gentlemen, when you step on that field, get paid. Today, gentlemen, when you put on those pads, remember, I'm going to work to get paid. And when I step on that field, I'm coming to get paid. If I want to finish this game at the end, I'll look at my check. Watch this. If you don't like your check, review your hours. And if you put some hours in, your check should be worth it. And that takes hard work. And hard work. Works. And hard work. Works. And hard work. Works. Clock in, fellas, hard work. Works. Hard work. Works. Clock in, fellas, hard work. Works. Clock in, fellas, hard work. Works. Man, let's get a check today.